Again, unfortunately, the pieces have been cut, so it's no use going through it. But what I've done is I took this, again, little template, dropped the saw, put that in there, whoops, that way around, put that in there to measure it. Because my fence doesn't go as far, I've just used a piece of MDF clamped to it. I've actually butted up my fence stop just to give it a bit more rigidity, because there's nothing worse than when you butt something heavy into that, you can quite easily move it. So then it was just a matter of grabbing a piece of wood, just putting against it, cutting it, and you finish up with your, as I said, these have already been beveled, cut to the right size. And that's it, you know, nothing magical. I had to actually cut 2 more of these out of a different bit of timber, only because, I mean, I loved it. This has got great pattern to it. However, after cutting it, initially I saw this split up the top. However, I didn't give it much thought. I thought, oh, it'll probably last. However, after beveling it, I don't know whether you'll see the crack, but the crack goes straight through down there. Now look, the chances are I could get away with it, but by the time you drill holes in there, that could actually break up. And it's a shame, because I just happen to like the look of this piece of timber. To me, it's a little bit more interesting than the replacement parts. And the worst part about it is, no, sorry, God, I can't even tell you which is the replacement part. Anyway, yeah. So these, I don't even think they'll go into my scrap bin because of those, unless I just needed small bit, oh, who knows. Alright. In my quest to find some timber to make up my hand screws, these, again, from the measurements, I've got them all done. I've actually found some timber I had and milled it up to see what I've got, and honestly what I got is off this guy, long story, I'll go into it some other time, is just absolutely incredible. It's all sort of exotic, you know, the grain in them, oh look, I don't know what they are, but there was someone somewhere I saw something that resembled snake wood. I don't even know what I did with it, but anyway, beside the point is, I had to try and find some timber big enough to do it. These are, as I say, for the 6-inch set of jaws. I bought a set of 6, the kits for 6, 12 and 8-inch jaws. I've already made up the 12-inch ones. These are basically 2 of the jaws that I've made up. They've been tongued, so I'm waiting for the tongue oil to dry, and with the weather outside this could take a couple of weeks to cure, I don't know. In the meantime, I thought I'd go into it. I've already made up my 8-inch ones, and as I say, I just just picked a bit of wood. I haven't bothered to use the super highly figured wood, but I've got to use it for something, because unfortunately they're odd sizes, you know. It's not like you can make great boxes out of them. What do you do with them? Other than make up bloody cutting boards, end grain cutting boards that I'm not into. So basically what I will be doing, hang on, I'll just grab where's a pencil? A pencil, here we are. Now I'll need 4 of these, and I hope I've got enough. 1, 2, 3, and by God, I'll tell you what, it just makes it. I have the, pardon me, I've thicknessed it down to the right thickness, as in that way. Now I've got to make up for the width. The width, as you can see there, takes a bit off. So look, I don't know whether anybody's interested in watching me cut it, but I might actually show you how I set up my miter saw. I did take a picture of it after the cut, but I might actually show something. Look, if you're interested, fine. If you're not interested, fast forward it. That's if you're even bothering to watch this video, which probably wouldn't be. If you didn't watch it, you wouldn't know what I'm saying. Well, there you are, a little plug. Okay, I'm going to dress this down. Look, you're just going to go over to the table saw. Hang on. Where are we? Move the camera just a little bit. Well, a lot bit for you. But yeah, you're just going to go over to the table saw there, buzz it through. Nothing magical, so we'll see what happens. Here at the miter saw, time to set it up. Naturally, it's a short piece, and I've got to make 4 repeated cuts. Look, it's not the easiest thing. Bit of light on the subject. I'll drop my saw, lock it into place, and I can then push this against the teeth, hopefully. Oh, come on, lock it. How do you lock it in? Push that in. Push it against the extruding tooth. I've got this little extra piece of MDF that I have made sure is square. I'll bring that up to the thing. I use a clamp on it. However, what I do before I clamp it, I've got this other, I don't know whether you'll even get to see this, but I've got a stop, sort of like a flip stop, that I'll bring up against it. Just, oh look, it's just one of those things. It'll actually lock it into position when, if I have to take that away, I can always reset it. Just in case I have to do another cut, which I had to do in one of the other ones, because I found that after I made the cut, there were cracks down the inside. Okay, so look, I'll take this end off. This has got a hole in it, so I'll see what I can do to get rid of that. Actually, if I cut it through there, well, we'll see. I'll start off with this end anyway. Now let's bring this up. I should be wearing bloody ear protection. My ears are starting to ring from all these saws. Okay. Wasn't too clever. Going under there trying to grab the next bit until the blade's fully retracted. You know, it's incredible some of the stupid things you do, especially on hindsight. also a lot of people advocate, and again, don't do what I practice. I just often do bad practices. When you bring a saw down, wait till it stops before you bring it up. This being fairly heavy, I don't mind the weight, and admittedly the Capex ruins me because it does such a clean cut. When you bring it up, it's not going to throw the wood around. I wouldn't trust my Hitachi to do that though. Alright, now let's see whether I can do anything with this to avoid those holes. It looks like I'm going to have trouble no matter what, so I might as well get it into a spot where, damned if I know which is the best way to do it. Executive decision. There, that should satisfy all you. Now, do I keep this? What the hell would I want to use? I could use it for a plug of some sort, a knob. That certainly isn't required. I love these little pieces. They're especially out of the darker timbers, but why? Okay, now the next thing to do is, hang on. I've got my cheat sheet and I've written on there it's a 26.6 degree. So let's do that. Now look, I mean 26.6, 27 or 26 doesn't, I don't think it's going to matter too much. Let's move the fence out of the way for a moment. Turn the laser beam on. Now, let's try and find 25, 26, which is the correct cursor, damn it. Okay, it's the one in the middle there, I think. Yep, there's 3 markings. So we need 26 point, about half or whatever, just a tad. Look, that'll have to do. Lock that in. Okay, next thing is, let's move the fence close enough to the blade. Lock that down, same thing on the other side. I mean, I might have cut through it, I don't know, but it's designed to be cut down. Hang on. I make the cut just to make sure that the laser beam will show through. Okay, the next thing is the tabletop. This is the ones I've set up for previous ones. I'll remove those. I need a solid base to put things on. Look, I'll go this way. I'll try and make use of an existing cut. No, bugger it, I'll make a new cut. That'll do. Now let's clamp this. Where's me clamp? Don't move. Here we go. Now hopefully that shouldn't matter, because when you consider I'm cutting this, I'm only using a small part of it. But again, we grab this. This is now going to keep our wood, hopefully 90 degrees to it. But this is again where this little template is great, because I can then nudge it forward until the laser line just hits the top. Then maybe move it back. Now actually I do know that it's the inside of the laser line. I mean, this is why it's so accurate. Well, I think it's accurate. It's actually the inside of the laser curve that does the cut. So if I can just see the laser line on this edge, which I can, that should be okay. Now let's clamp this into place. Have we got the timber? No, we haven't. Wasn't even close. What are we looking at? Come on. Hell, that wasn't... Yeah, no, actually that still seems okay. That's tight. And I'll grab another clamp on here just to make sure it doesn't twist. That bit's still right. That's okay. Oh no, see, I don't like that. I might move that. Here. That's better. How's my, see, now straight away my laser line is gone. Sorry guys, but sometimes some people say, oh, we'd rather, we want to see some of you, what you actually do rather than what you don't do. Here we go. Just a tad. There. Tighten that up. Give that a squeeze. Now hopefully that should be right. Solid enough. Cool. Now let's make sure we get that corner off that we didn't really want. Fingers out of the way. One done. Beautiful. I hope I'm cutting it the right way. Fingers out of the way. Nearly done. Now ideally, look, to be safe too, again, let's not muck about. There's no reason why you can't hold that down there like that. Hands well out of the way. However, I still feel that I'm far enough away. Oh, I hope I haven't tilted that. Careful here. It's something you've got to be very careful of. I made the mistake once. I pressed, when I wanted to bring this down for a test, I pressed both buttons, and all I can say is the gods were looking after me that day because I've still got all my fingers. I took a big chunk out. But yes, another story. Okay, they're done. Again, I hate throwing these little bits out. But that's it with regards to this setup.